Bazar District Council Chief Executive Officer Hillol Bishwash, Rangunia Upozela Chairman Shajan Kumar Talukdar, Rangunia Poroshobha Mayor Shahjahan Shikdar, and Rangunia Upozela Awami League General Secretary Engineer Shamsul Alam Talukdar. About 80,000 Rohingya people will be shifted from Cox's Bazar to Bhashan Chor by January next. Different agencies of the United Nations will provide necessary assistance for the Rohingya people in Bhashan Chor. This was disclosed by Disaster Management and Relief Secretary Mohammad Mohsin at a signing ceremony of a Memorandum of Understanding at the Secretariat in Dhaka today. The MOU was signed between Bangladesh government and the United Nations to establish a common protection and policy framework for humanitarian response to Rohingya people at Bhashan Chor. Disaster Management and Relief Secretary Mohammad Mohsin and UNHCR Bangladesh representative Johannes van der Klaauw signed the MOU on behalf of their respective sides. State Minister for Disaster Management and Relief Dr. Enamur Rahman urged upon the world community, including the United Nations, to be vocal for the respectable repatriation of the Rohingya people. Bangladesh reported 20 COVID-19 deaths and 415 new infections today. Director General of Health Services DGHS in its routine daily statement today said the death toll has risen to 27,674 from coronavirus and the tally of infections has risen to 15,61,878. The recovery count rose to 15,23,134 after another 543 patients recovered. The statement said 2.45% of 16,925 samples tested positive. DGH's statistics showed of the people infected from the beginning, 97.52% recovered and 1.77% died. The statement said of the 20 deaths, 2 are between 21 to 30 years, 2 are between 31 to 40 years, 2 are between 41 to 50 years, 3 are between 51 to 60 years. 9 are between 61 to 70 years, 1 is between 71 to 80 years, and 1 is between 81 to 90 years. 12 out of the 20 people died were male, while 8 were female. DGHS informed that 9 people died in Dhaka Division, 4 died in Chattogram Division, 1 died in Khulna Division, 1 died in Borishal Division, 3 died in Rangpur Division, and 2 died in Mymensingh Division. Meanwhile, COVID-19 global death toll crosses 48,60,000 and over 23,81,43,000 people have been infected globally. Besides, more than 21,52,89,000 people have recovered from the virus so far. Moving on to international news. Russian authorities said that 29 people had died from alcohol poisoning this week in a region near Kazakhstan after consuming locally produced spirits that contained methanol. Investigators probing the production and sale of the illegal spirits said 9 people had been detained in connection with the deaths in the Orenburg region. The Interior Ministry said it had seized liquids containing alcohol from warehouses and stores in the region and found many of them contained methanol, which is toxic. The Regional Health Ministry said it had recorded 54 cases of alcohol poisoning this week, about half of which were fatal. Senior Taliban officials and United States representatives have discussed opening a new page in their country's relationship as they kicked off talks in Qatar. The in-person meetings that began in Doha today are the first since U.S. forces withdrew from Afghanistan in August, ending a 20-year military presence and the Taliban's rise to power. Mullah Amir Khan Muttaqi, Afghanistan's acting foreign minister, said the focus of Afghan delegation was humanitarian aid as well as the implementation of the agreement the Taliban signed with Washington last year. The minister said the Afghan delegation had asked the US to lift its ban on the reserve for Afghanistan's central bank. The Taliban delegation will later meet representatives from the European Union. Now news and sports. Germany beat Romania by 2-1 in Europe regional qualifying match of FIFA World Cup last night. With this win, the 4 times World Cup champions strengthened their position in Group G to ensure a ticket for the next World Cup. Romania took lead when Yanis Hagi scored at the 9th minute of the match held at Hamburg Stadium. Sarge Nervi of Germany levelled the score at the 52nd minute, while Thomas Muller ensured their win at the 81st minute. Meanwhile, Croatia beat Cyprus by 3-0. The Netherlands beat Latvia by a solitary goal. Russia beat Slovakia by a lone goal. Estonia beat Belarus by 2-0. Montenegro beat Gibraltar by 3-0. Slovenia beat Malta by 4-0, and North Macedonia beat Liechtenstein by 4-0. Besides, Czech Republic made 2 goals, all draw with Wales. Now to end the bulletins, headlines once again. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to inaugurate installation work of nuclear reactors of first unit of Rupur nuclear power plant tomorrow. Country's earnings from exports stands at 1,102 crore 20 lakh US dollar in first quarter of current fiscal. Growth achieved 11.37%. BNP taking part in Union Parishad elections as independent candidates, says Obaidul Qadir. BNP talks about boycotting elections as party become isolated, says Information and Communication Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. UN agencies to help relocate 80,000 more Rohingyas by January. Government signed MOU with UN in this respect. Alcohol poisoning kills 27 in Russia. And Germany beat Romania 2-1 in World Cup qualifiers. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us. We request you to follow all the health guidelines, wear a mask and stay safe from corona. Khuda Hafiz.